guys, I hope you're doing really well. So I'm going to do a health update for you today. I've just noticed my battery is about to run out, so I'm going to go up and find another charger, charge battery, find my tripod, and we'll get into the video. So grab yourself a nice cup of something. I've got a glass of water, and yeah, let's get into the video. So the reason I'm doing this video is because so many people have asked me for a health update. I haven't done one for ages, and I know you guys have been noticing that I've lost my bloating, touch wood, touch wood, and I thought I'd just share a bit of an update about it really, because so many of you have been asking. That was fun. I had no batteries charged. I couldn't find my charger from when we went on holiday, so I'd use I've got 3 that I have on the go all the time, just because if I'm filming, I need a lot of batteries, and they all didn't have a charge on them, and I couldn't find my charger, so I've had to wait for my charger to charge this battery, but we're here, guys. So in that meantime, I've written out a content plan for my next video, which is going to be money saving hacks, 15 hacks for dealing with the cost of living crisis, so hopefully you'll enjoy that if you want to watch that. This one is a bit of a chatty one, as you can probably tell already, so let's set you on my tripod and I can sit down and talk to you. So where do we even start with this? So I feel like so many people have asked me on Instagram for a health update, and I haven't done one purely because I just didn't think anyone would be interested, to be frank with you. So I've had loads of people asking me because they've noticed that my stomach has gone down so much. So if it's the first health update you've come across from mine, I'm sure it's not, because you want to know how I've got on, and I know loads of you are suffering as well, so you want that sort of advice that I might be able to share with you. So essentially, from January 2019, I had severe bloating and distension in my stomach. It started off every day, a day every 2 weeks, then a day a week, and then it was literally every day apart from say 1 or 2 a week, I would have this really incredibly huge bloating. I literally looked pregnant. None of my jeans did up. Not just you know, when you put a bit of lockdown weight on, yeah, then you know, it's a little bit difficult to do your jeans up. It's literally rock solid, massive, protruding pregnant stomach, essentially. So it was just getting to the point where it was so emotionally, mentally draining. It was really difficult actually, because you feel like no one's taking you seriously, the doctors don't want to know, or when you finally do get a doctor, and I did get a really, really good doctor towards the end, I would say probably for a year. And he really took me seriously, and I did cry in one of the videos because I was just so happy that suddenly, finally someone had taken me seriously, and that this wasn't just oh, it's just IBS, and I say that just IBS because that's a hugely crippling illness and so many people suffer with it. But I thought I would just kind of recap that. The last thing that we had, the last health update I did, was probably where I was talking about, in fact it wouldn't have been in this house, I don't think. I was talking about getting put on some medication. Essentially that was just to clear my tract, my bowel through. There was quite a lot of residual mass in my bowel that wouldn't ever flush through, and so the doctor thought that that would help. But having gone onto those tablets twice and neither time they worked, I just didn't want to damage my bowel, because it's very sensitive microbiome in your body obviously, and to have something that's pushing through everything, it would have been quite damaging. So I thought, I don't want to try this until I give everything a go that I think it might be. And that was when I kind of took things into my own hands. So I've had capsule endoscopy, what was the other one? The one that comes down, gastroscopy, just to check all of my insides, make sure there's nothing that could be causing a problem, no inflammatory bowel disease, anything like that. I had a SIBO test, which is a breath test for intestinal gas that's produced. I had, gosh, you probably remember more than I do because I can't remember, it's going back for so long. This literally went on for 3 years, and essentially it started, and this is not the cause of it, and I would never say this happened, it's just the timeline. This is what happened. I went plant-based for January 2019, and Stu and I went plant-based, and we were eating a lot more flavoursome food, because I think you have to more curries and things like that, and whatever I was eating, it triggered this like thing that just suddenly was like madness in my stomach. This went on for ages, and then the pills were the last thing. So here we are, current day. So in this time we have moved house, we have changed lifestyle a little bit. We're now in, what month is it, June 2020. And oh, this bit of hair's annoying, isn't it? Oh, that's so annoying. I've done a reel on this, which is over my Instagram, which is Lara, Joanna, Jarvis. So I share like meal inspiration and healthy living and day-to-day lifestyle and budget-friendly ideas and like how to save money and loads of different content over there. So if you don't follow me, do come along and follow me there. I'd love to have you there in that community. And I'm also on TikTok, which I haven't promoted before because, I don't know, I was finding my way with it a little bit, and that's much more, like, it's quite sporadic actually. Like, there might be meal ideas, but there'll be loads of finance content over there. So yeah, if you're on there, come and find me. It's lara.joanna.jarvis. So basically my name, but with dots in between. So the reel that I did, it basically talked through the things that I've changed. And number one, and so many of you people said this, literally so many of you guys said, is it stress? Because obviously the house stuff was like beyond stressful. It was probably a stress that I didn't know I was under, because I didn't really think of it like that. I was just like, yeah, you know, this is really tough and it's really shit, but we'll get there and stuff like that. But actually it was really affecting me mentally, and I didn't notice it because, you know, life's just busy. You just carry on. Like, we've got children, we work full time, I work night times, and it's just like a lot. And then the house stuff, the constant like battling against trying to buy a house and not being successful was a lot of stress. So that was one of the things that I've changed completely. And as much as I still like, I'm stressed in terms of like day-to-day stuff, it's not bogged down because like essentially my mind is clear when we're here. I love being here. I love this house so much. And that's been taken away. So that's one thing. Secondly, I've been exercising more, and I know that's like such a doctor response, like go and do some exercise, but genuinely like moving my body, just the fact that the house is big, I'm like walking more. Like, I went through a year of lockdown basically not leaving the house because I worked from home, children schooled from home, I didn't need to leave the house, we were in lockdown, and I just didn't move my body. So I think that doesn't help either. So I've been doing exercise, just a HIIT workout in the morning in one of our like rooms in the house, and that's like my little time. I mean, I haven't done it since I got back from holiday, which is 2.5 weeks ago, but I have been adopting more of that healthy lifestyle in my life, so that's really helped as well. So one of the things I would say, if you are struggling like I have, and like I get messages saying my daughter struggles or my son-in-law's wife, that's your daughter-in-law, that would be your daughter, wouldn't it? Like your neighbour, like someone you know is struggling with this. I did the FODMAP when I first was looking into this, and that was really tricky because it was just as we went into lockdown, and it was hard enough just to get bread, let alone like the FODMAP stuff you're allowed, which is a complete mind-blowing complex thing to get your head around. And that didn't work, and I don't know whether I did it for long enough. I did it for about 5 weeks, I think you're meant to do it for 6 or 7 weeks or maybe more, but I was like, this isn't working, like I don't think it's this, let's move on. I mean, they were looking into like gynae stuff, because if you have endometriosis, that can cause this bloating as well. So there's loads of things, and by no means is this advice. Like, I should just caveat this video, this is not medical advice, it's just my own personal experience and how I've got through this. So one of the things I would say to people, the first thing to do is to cut out onion and garlic. Now, this is a known trigger for bloating and a known sort of really difficult thing for your body to digest. There are different vegetables, like even random stuff like broccoli or what's a red cabbage, is it? Like some weird food. And this is what the dietitian said to me. You're better off eating plain white bread and plain pasta for your gut health than you are eating like really good healthy vegetables. Obviously when we went plant-based, we were eating so many vegetables and pulses and things that you would think are good for your body. Like, you're not eating like greasy food takeaways, but honestly it's so hard for your body to process these foods. So first thing is literally cutting out onion and garlic has made a world of difference to me. It's amazing how much difference it's made, and it's really, really hard. So it's not like, oh, I'm fixed. Like, I will still get maybe a day a week, no, maybe a day every fortnight that I do have bloating. It lasts like a couple of days actually, but it's not unmanageable, and it's like I can maybe think of a trigger. I'm like, oh, that's why. So onion and garlic is super hard if you ever want to buy convenience food. gonna have to move that because it's really bothering me. Ooh, we got engaged here, by the way. If you don't know, San Francisco. I love San Fran. Okay, can't see it now. Why didn't I do that earlier? Yeah, so if you do eat onion and garlic, then consider cutting it out. But when you're shopping convenience foods, like if I'm just running in to grab a kind of like pre-made dinner meal or a lunch or something like that, everything has garlic in. Everything has garlic in. It's so hard. But everything, if you cook from scratch, we often do HelloFresh boxes, and if we cook from scratch, we just take out the garlic and the onion, and it does help. So that is definitely one of the things that's really, really helped, as well as the exercise and the stress. And I've also been taking a probiotic. Now, I did work with these guys over on Instagram, but I was already a customer, and I'm still a customer now, paying for it. So it was an amazing collab to do, because I was like, yes, I love this stuff. Now this is a probiotic. It has millions of good bacteria that's just gonna like attack anything bad in your tummy, and it's just it's like delivered in a liquid rather than a tablet, so it can like absorb into your bloodstream or whatever it goes into your bacilli, what are they called, into your gut, and it just really helps. So as I said, I've worked with them. This is not part of the ad, but I am a paying customer now. It's very expensive and it's definitely not a money saving thing, but for me, having had these problems for 2-3 years, I would have done anything to help myself, and to know how much my gut has been improved by taking Simprove, then I prioritize this spending over something else. Like if I have to go without buying any clothes for the month because I want to buy this, I will do. That's how much I love it. I have got a discount code as well, which I'll leave on the screen here, and in fact I'll leave my link in the description. Not sponsored, but I have worked with in the past, so I genuinely just love it. It's really helped. It just really heals your gut, and it helps with all of the things that I've had in the past, and in line with like no onions and garlic together, it's just like a power player. Like they've made my stomach a very happy place. So if you want to try it, as I said, it's pricey, but you can try it in the link in the description bar, have a look and see if it will fit your lifestyle. They have like a 12-week plan, and that's the one I started off with, and then they got in touch to work with me, and now I'm back on the 12-week plan. So yes, that's definitely helped as well. So in terms of now how it is, I feel so much better. I feel healthier. My skin is so much better, and I feel like that is Simprove as well. Like I feel like I don't have the breakouts I used to have, which I had all the time. And it's so funny because things like onion and garlic, I would have eaten like forever. Like I've always eaten that. Sorry if that's a bit noisy, I think a truck just went by. I've always eaten that, and I've always had bad skin, and you think like, are the two connected that I never noticed? So like now if I'm bloated, if I get like a bloated period, the next day I'll get a spot, and I'm like, this is all along, it's been connected and I didn't put the dots together. So that's kind of like how I've healed my gut and how I am now. It's not without, like, it's never gonna go away basically, and I can always have like breakouts in terms of, what would you call it, like episodes sort of thing. But I'm really, really healthy with it at the moment. It's like not, hopefully it will stay this way, but I'm really happy with it at the moment. So hopefully if you are looking to improve your gut health as well, then this will help you. As I said, not sponsored, and you've got to find out what works for you. It might be that you are, you know, try the FODMAP, go on that, see if you can cut out certain things. And obviously onion, you've got like spring onion, you've got garlic, you've got different types of these things that actually might affect you. So we might be able to have one thing or not the other. On the FODMAP, you're allowed, on a spring onion, you know, the top bit's green and the bottom bit's white, you're only allowed the green bit. So like there's some sort of connection where you can have like certain things and not others, even though they're the same food. And also I have garlic oil as well, which you can have, and that's really a good one for IBS sufferers as well, because you get the flavour but you don't get the garlic. So that's a really good way of getting around it. So if we're making a curry or something, we can't use garlic and onion, but we can use garlic oil. So I feel like that is like the update as it is. Do get in touch if you've got any questions or anything you want to know. Obviously I'm not a medical professional, it's just my own experience, so I can't like help everybody. I can't answer your specific issues, but I do hope that that was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!